Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting Saturday edition of SWW's Rush. As always, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and enable the bell for all notifications so you never miss our live episodes. Please consider supporting the channel here with a membership, only just $2 a month. Here you get some loyalty badges and emojis to use in our comments and live streams. And of course, check us out on Patreon where you can also support, and with those breakout and VIP tiers, become a member here in the Performance Center. Let's take a look at the action tonight. We're going to have Levi Mortise making his debut against Damala. Both of these men looking to come out with a victory in their debut here on Rush tonight. That is not all, folks. We've got another double debut match for you as Jackknife on the left-hand path takes on Jordan John Paul from Catch 22. And these two could be two stars rising up here in the Performance Center to keep your eye on. But the main event this evening is going to be Sheldon Trimble taking on Harry Willits in a Starlight Sweet 16 tournament matchup here. We're almost through with the first round, so let's see how this one will play out. Thank you all for joining us, folks. That's going to be it for me as I pass it on to D-Wall as he's calling the action tonight.
Thank you, Nathan. And what a night we have, as you just saw. We got 3 big matches on tap here tonight on Rush, and we are getting ready for one of them right now as Club Rush is ready for your opening contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is your opening contest. Introducing first, representing the left-hand path, Levi Mortise.
Levi Mortise making his Rush debut. As you saw in the opening graphics there, we have 4 debuts here tonight on Rush, including our main event, that Sweet 16 tournament match. We're going to be running down the tournament bracket as it stands right now later on in the program. But right now, Levi Mortise making his Rush debut. And when you're making a debut, folks, everyone tries to make a good impression, a good first impression. And that's exactly what these men are about to do here tonight. Try to make a good impression, try to show exactly why they are here in the Performance Center, why they are in the camps that they have chosen to be in, and why they are the next big thing here in SWW. That is exactly what Levi is here to do tonight. But at the same time, his opponent is looking for that exact same thing.
And introducing his opponent, representing Catch 22, Damala.
Damala, part of Catch 22. And we've seen a lot of unique faces here on Rush in these last several weeks and months. Damala is definitely one of those men you can characterize as unique, interesting. You want to see more of him. You want to see what he's like in the ring. You want to see what he brings to the table. And when, like I said, when you make a debut, when you make a debut on a stage such as this, you always want to try and make that good first impression. And when you see these two men, Levi Mortise and Damala, they want to make a good first impression. They want to show why they are the future of SWW. That's exactly what we're in for here tonight, as these two men get ready to kick off Rush here tonight. Club Rush is ready. Darnell and Marius is ready, and here we go. The bell rings. We are underway with this opening matchup. Like I said, these two making their debuts as Levi now with a collar and elbow tie-up. Another one here, but a kick to the midsection by Damala, and Damala now hooking the arm and giving him a back suplex. Nicely done. As you can see, both of these men, you gotta see what these two bring to the table, especially considering it's their first match together. Of course, double debut. We're gonna have another one in our next contest, but when you're in the ring with somebody you have no idea of what they bring to the table, especially considering that they're in different camps, that's a big disadvantage when you're going into the ring with someone you have no idea about. Damala only gets a 1 count off of that knee, and you can see he's already frustrated. I would not recommend that, considering it's going to take a little bit more than that. As now slamming his head to the mat, gets another quick 1 count. And Levi on the ropes early here. As now, look at this big right hand. And Levi is on the ropes early. And I think Damala's strategy here is to just slow this pace down, make sure that he cannot get any kind of momentum going, as you see him hooking him up for a nice vertical suplex. And quickly into another cover. He's doing a lot of quick covers here, trying to get the match done and over with, but it's not going to be that easy. Like I said, this is a double debut right now. Both of these men want to prove something to the other and want to prove something to the SWW faithful who are watching here tonight. He's now going for another vertical suplex, and he connects with it, using his power and his size to his advantage. That's a very smart strategy. Only a 1 count though. He cannot get a 2 count. Wait a minute, Levi now with a small package. I don't think Damala saw that coming. There's a 2, no. And Levi with that quick roll up out of nowhere. It didn't get the victory, but it did give him a little bit of breathing room, and that's exactly what he's using here to get back the momentum. And Levi now with the knees to the midsection, and now again targeting the midsection with these stomps right to the chest. And another one. And now again, you can see the strategy coming into play. There's a cover now. 2 count, no. Levi part of the left-hand path. You know he's going to use his striking to his advantage. That Shannon Silvera training coming into play right now. And opposite that, Damala with the Catch-22 camp, using that training from the coach, Trey Mercer, and that size, and using his size to better benefit him. But you see right there that uppercut by Levi into the cover again, but only a 1 count this time. So you see different camps, different styles, and styles make fights, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. As again, Damala using his size and his agility even, but that rolling forearm didn't take him down though. That uppercut did though. And Levi waiting for Damala to get up. He's got to take advantage now. He cannot waste time. As you saw right there's a right hand. He took too much time. Oh, blocked that forearm. Kick to the midsection, still didn't knock him down. And he's had issues trying to knock him down already. There's a big German suplex. Nicely executed, but only no. Darmela Marius there, a referee, saw the hands underneath the ropes. Very smart there. I think Levi would have at least gotten a 2 count if he was a little bit further away from the ropes. But you see Levi now not wasting time, taking advantage, sending Damala's head right into the top turnbuckle. Also here tonight, we're going to have a special interview with Scar Hendricks as she gets set for Super Rush next week. And that big show where she is... Oh, look at this tornado DDT on the outside by Levi. But Scar Hendricks, we're going to hear from her after Bad Amy challenged Scar to a no disqualification match on Super Rush. Into the cover by Levi though. 2 count, oh no, only a 2. And we're gonna have that special interview, from what I understand, immediately following this matchup. So get ready for that, folks. It's gonna be interesting to hear what Scar has to say. Now another arm drag, very nicely done. And now off the ropes, Damala with a right hand. And he reared back and he just connected with that right hand. And now, look at this, just slinging him off the top rope. And no wasted motion, going up top. Looking for an advantage now after slinging Levi off the top rope. As now big crossbody gets caught by Levi. And Levi now with a face buster. And now, oh, look at this Anaconda Vice. Anaconda Vice locked in. He's trying to make him tap out here, trying to get a tap out victory, and he could do just that, but no. The ropes again coming into play. Levi, that's been his Achilles heel this entire matchup so far. Damala's reach, using his feet to get to the bottom rope. And you can tell Levi is not happy about it, but what can he do other than get him away from the ropes next time? But there's a big drop kick, trying to do anything it takes to get the advantage, and there's another one right between the eyes. And Levi this time, understanding the assignment, understanding what he's got to do, and he's got Damala down, but how much more can Levi put on him to get the victory? Oh my God! Got caught with a power bomb, and that could be it. 2, and no! That was the closest 2 count we have had in this match so far, but Damala, what a very innovative counter. And there's one of Levi's own with a Northern Lights suplex, but Damala showing his strength with that power bomb, but now another Anaconda Vice locked in by Levi. And Levi's got it locked in, and this time Damala is nowhere near the ropes. He's flailing, he's trying to shift his weight, trying to shift his body towards the ropes, but he can't do it, so he's gonna have to elect to give him a few knees to the back of the head to break that up. And now, oh, look at this, a choke of his own, and look at how he's got him elevated. And, oh, wait a minute, no, Levi with some punches to the kidneys, able to break out of that. I went for that uppercut, but quickly able to capitalize after that block by Damala. And oh, look at that! Darnell got caught in the crossfire. Unintentional, obviously, but I don't think Levi expected that as he was giving that cut. Oh, wait a minute. What's Damala doing? Oh, my God! Oh, those look like brass knucks that he just used, but Darnell is still out. And he's looking for a pinfall, but he can't get it because Darnell is still out cold. I guess that's the one good advantage that Levi has now, because this match was over. He used those brass knucks, and Levi is still out cold. And now Darnell's in position. This is going to be a travesty right here. No, it is not. And Club Rush is on their feet. Levi still in this matchup, and you know damn well that I don't know about that strategy right there. Using brass knucks, I don't think anyone in Catch 22 is going to be happy about that when they see this again, when they see this tape back. I don't think they're going to be happy with the fact that Damala used brass knucks to try and get an early advance, try to win this thing more or less. But Levi now using his second chance, his second opportunity to try and come back and win this thing before Damala tries to use any more tricks to his advantage. Oh, block that kick. Oh no, look at this. TKO onto the knee. And that may have knocked him out. 1, 2, 3. And Levi with an impressive victory here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this matchup as a result of pinfall, Levi Mortise.
Congratulations to Levi for an impressive victory here tonight. Levi coming back from those brass knucks to get a big victory in his debut here on Rush, but right now we are going to head to the back where Cole is standing by with Scar Hendricks.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cole McKenzie, and I am standing here with Trial by Flight Scar Hendricks. Now, Scar, at Super Rush 2, you shocked the SWW faithful by making what is quite possibly the biggest announcement that is yet to be made at the Performance Center, when you challenged the SWW Women's Champion, Bad Amy, to a one-on-one match. And it seems the champion has accepted your challenge, albeit with a catch of her own, that the match is to be contested under no disqualifications. And now, Scar, I know everyone is wondering.
Cole, I'm so sorry, but let me stop you right there, since I think we all know where this is going. Yes, I absolutely accept Bad Amy's terms. What, did you think I'd back down? Before I'd go a little bit weak at the knees at the possibility of shedding a little blood. Look at me. Look at my face. Do I look like someone who's afraid to take a chair shot to the head? If throw it down with you, Amy, means I go home with a couple extra scars, and that's just the way the ball bounces. I don't care. And do you know why I don't care? Because I know when the chips are down, Cody would do the same thing for me. She'd do the same thing for Prime Time. Hell, she'd even do the same thing for Xander Star, because that's who she is. I already said this isn't about the drama. This isn't about the spectacle. This is about standing up for the people I care about and the person whose example I do my damnedest to live up to. It's her courage, her tenacity, and her will to fight. And all those things are things that you know nothing about, so you think he can turn them into a weakness. But I'm going to show you exactly what those things mean. You may not be one to take lightly, Amy. I know that. But neither am I. I'm Scar, and I call from Trial by Flight. So don't worry about me, Amy. You will be seeing me at Super Rush. I just hope you have the courage to show up there yourself, rather than sending a little doppelganger to cover for you.
Well, folks, there you have it. Hendricks versus Amy. No disqualifications is now confirmed for Super Rush 3. Such passionate words from Scar Hendricks. I'm sure looking forward to this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Cole, for that exclusive interview. It is now official. Scar Hendricks and the SWW Women's Champion Bad Amy, no disqualification at Super Rush.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the left-hand path, Jackknife.
Got another double debut here tonight. Before we get into our Sweet 16 tournament action, Jackknife making his SWW Rush debut. And again, I want to talk and kind of emphasize the unique roster we have here in the Performance Center. Everyone, again, trying to make a name for themselves, especially when you make a debut, and Jackknife seems very flamboyant, very confident, as he should be here in SWW. But I would say not to let that overconfidence cloud you when it comes to a debut, because we've seen what happens in that instance, as evidenced by the opening contest. And here comes his opponent right now, looking to make that same impression.
And introducing his opponent, representing Catch-22, All Business, Jordan John Paul.
All Business, Jordan John Paul. Again, another left-hand path versus Catch-22 contest, just like our opening matchup. And you gotta wonder if Jordan John Paul saw what Damala did in that opening contest with those brass knucks. I don't think he's the kind of guy that's going to be using brass knucks to get an advantage in his matchup. He calls himself All Business, and I think that's exactly what we're about to see from this guy. But Jackknife, he wants to make an impression of his own. Levi already did so. Levi Mortise already did it in the opening match with his victory. Let's see if Jackknife can do the same as the bell's about to ring. And here we go. These two men, it's Jackknife already trying to make an impression. And now look at this. Oh, look at it. I think he's showing off, obviously. Both of these men looking to make the best statement possible. But you see the size difference in terms of muscularity on the side of Jordan John Paul. And I see the British. Oh, look at this. Look at that. I've never seen a submission like that before, and I don't think Jackknife has either, and I don't think he wanted to feel any more of it, because he got out of that real quick. And I think, considering Jordan John Paul's ring attire, obviously he's from England, and you know there's a lot of technical wrestlers that come from the UK, covered by Jackknife, not even a one. So as you saw there, using a lot of technical expertise to his advantage, I think he's all business for sure. But when it comes to the technical acumen, I think we're going to see a lot of that here in this contest as Jackknife having to roll out to the floor, take a breather. I don't think he expected the kind of offense from Jordan John Paul, especially that wicked submission hold he was in just in the first 30 seconds of the match. And now this is what Jackknife, I think, is going to be using more often. He's going to use his environment to his advantage, take advantage of any opportunity. There's a big knee right between the eyes. And this is what he's going to be doing to try and slow down Jordan's momentum and make sure he doesn't get caught in any more submissions. Because if he gets caught in one of those wicked submission holds again, it could be lights out rather quickly for Jackknife here. As now, Jordan sending Jackknife back inside the ring. Oh, he's up quickly. And again, look at this Jackknife trying to, oh, there's a baseball slide. Sending him into the barricade. I don't think Jackknife wants any part of Jordan John Paul. It's very obvious. Either that or he was trying to lure him into a trap, luring him into a false sense of security on the outside of the ring, but obviously that did not work out in his favor, as Jordan has been in control for a good few minutes, but now Jackknife finally taking advantage, sending him hard into the buckle. And Jordan popped right back up. He told him to bring it on, and that's exactly what he's doing. Another submission, key lock, locked in. And Jackknife trying to reach the ropes, but now look at this. Using his long reach and able to bust out of it. Oh, but look at this. Again, that technical expertise going into play by Jordan John Paul with a small package roll up and almost got a 3 count. And you can tell Club Rush is in love with Jordan John Paul and his, and for me, this is the most technical match I have seen since I've been calling Rush so far. Jackknife with a double Northern Lights suplex, using his own technical expertise there. I think he's trying to show up Jordan John Paul, saying anything you can do, I can do better, but now he's just opting to go for more of that ground and pound instead. And it's worked for him in this matchup so far to a degree, but Jordan John Paul now, again, it's an anything you can do, I can do better kind of match right now, because whatever Jordan John Paul gives him a bit of a submission or any kind of technical expertise, Jackknife tries to come right back, and vice versa. Jackknife tries to do some brawling, Jordan John Paul gives him some brawling right back. And again, when you make a debut, you try to leave a good first impression. As now again, look at that way he is wrenching back on that arm on the Fujiwara armbar. Look at how he has got his arm bent in a direction it is not supposed to go. And I don't think Jackknife wants any more of it. And that's exactly why he gets out of it with a nice, unique head scissors. Jordan John Paul is going to be a problem for anyone here on the roster if he keeps this up. But Jackknife with a German suplex, sending Jordan John Paul out of the ring. But now Jackknife going up top. I didn't expect this, but anything it takes, I guess. He got that kick swatted away. Going for that lariat, but gets a neck breaker by Jackknife. What a match we are seeing right here. And Jackknife's got him in a fireman's carry position, but Jordan with the elbows right to the side of the head to break out of it. And another elbow. And now sending him back inside the ring. Darnell continuing the count. And Jordan John Paul gets back inside the ring as now, look at this. Getting him up and taking a double axe handle to the back. And now again, just trying to wear him down for maybe another submission. Yep, I was right. Another Fujiwara armbar. It was to the right arm, now it's the left, but Jackknife able to reach the bottom rope. Now again, another double axe handle. And this has been the story of the match. Not only this back and forth between the two, but Jackknife being on the defense, but look at the speed of Jackknife there. Very nice with the drop kick. Darnell into the cover. 2 count, no. And Jackknife getting frustrated. And if you've been tied up and twisted like a pretzel the entire match as Jackknife has, of course you'd be frustrated at the fact that you haven't put this guy away yet. And Jordan John Paul clearly, never mind, he got caught with that kick right between the eyes, right to the nose perhaps, the 2 and no. And again, you can see the frustration on Jackknife, clear as day. He cannot believe he has not put Jordan John Paul away yet, but if he keeps that frustration up, that may be his downfall, and that is why this strategy, going for strikes, trying to keep him down, that is what he needs to do here, because that frustration is going to catch up to him sooner rather than later, and it just might be right now, because there's a drop toe hold by Jordan John Paul, and now right into an STF. The technical mastery we have been seeing from all business Jordan John Paul in this matchup is absolutely impressive, and Jackknife has had almost no answer to it through the entire matchup. But that elbow to the side of the head, or excuse me, that might have been to the eye or to the nose, but again, another submission, but Jackknife quickly recognizing it and getting out of it, getting out of that guillotine choke, as there's a Pele. That may have knocked him out. 1, 2. No, again, another 2 count. And Jackknife again, you can see the frustration. You can sense the anger building more and more as this match continues, because again, he cannot find a way to counter these submissions. He cannot counter this technical wizardry we are seeing from Jordan John Paul, but I may have spoken too soon. There's a belly-to-belly suplex. And now at forearm right to the side of the head. Jackknife has got to do something quickly, otherwise he is in trouble. And he may be going for the end right here. Here's in a powerbomb position, and he just drops him. Jackknife powerbomb by Jackknife. Ironic in itself, but it may give him the 3 count, and it does not. And that, again, frustrating Jackknife. Hit him with the Jackknife powerbomb. Signature Jackknife powerbomb that we have seen many wrestlers use over the years, but there's a big power slam by Jordan John Paul. And now again, going for another submission. He's got a cross arm bar, and he's got it locked in tight. Look at the angle that the arm is wrenched back, and Jackknife, he can't stay in this for long. He cannot stay in this arm bar for too much longer. And look at him scrambling, doing anything it takes now. Look at his right hands, right between the eyes to break out of that cross arm bar. If he was in that any longer, oh no. He's got him again, another one. Another arm bar, that key lock we saw earlier, wrenching on the arm that he's already worked on this entire match with those Fujiwara arm bars. Jordan John Paul showing off his technical mastery in this matchup. And Jackknife, again, having to use his long legs, his reach advantage to get out of it. As now, look at this. Jackknife gonna play that submission game as well. Boston Crab locked in, but Jordan John Paul quickly able to get out of it. If anybody knows how to get out of submissions, it would be Jordan John Paul. We've seen it through this entire match, how he has used submissions, arm bars, more specifically to wear Jackknife down. And Jackknife tried to use a submission of his own again, that anything you can do, I can do better mentality. But Jordan John Paul was quickly able to get out of it. Now Jackknife going for a kick, but got caught. Oh no. Oh no. He's got him again. Heel hook now. We've seen Fujiwara arm bars. We've seen key locks. We've seen heel hooks. We've seen STFs. And that's all from Jordan John Paul. I'm not even talking about Jackknife's Boston Crab that he only had in for half a second. And you can see Jackknife limping, and oh my God, he got swatted out of the air like a fly. Clothesline, and another one. Jordan John Paul again in the driver's seat with a big power slam, and Club Rush is loving Jordan John Paul right now. Kicks to the midsection, blocked by Jackknife, big forearm. As now, went for the discus lariat, and Jordan John Paul able to get out of the way and hits a big lariat of his own. King Kong lariat on Jackknife, only gets 2. And you gotta wonder, how much more can Jackknife take? He has been twisted, he's been folded up. Any analogy you can think of, he has been through it in this match, but give him credit, ladies and gentlemen. He has stuck with this match through the entirety. Everything that Jordan John Paul has tried, he has not been able to get a victory on. And big running crossbody. Or no, excuse me, that was a running shoulder tackle. He threw his entire body at Jackknife, and again, you can see the strategy working on the arms of Jackknife. Went for a kick. Jackknife got out of the way. Jackknife got a right hand and a chop, and more strikes by Jordan John Paul, but Jackknife ducked out of the way, and another Pele. And it's now, here we go. He's gonna go for that Boston Crab again. Can he lock it in? Yes, he does. And he's got it locked in even longer this time. Damage obviously done to Jordan John Paul, but not enough. And now, oh no, he's going for this armbar again. He's got it. He's got the armbar again. Jackknife trying to reach the ropes. You can see him flailing, and yes, he got to the ropes. You saw his feet flailing around as best he could to try and get to that bottom rope. That's exactly what he did. Very nice ring awareness by Jackknife. Able to get to the bottom rope. As now, look at this. These repeated kicks to the midsection. And Jackknife now off the ropes, looking for something here, but he gets the knees into the corner instead of onto Jordan John Paul, and that cannot feel good, especially after that heel hook earlier. That is only going to compromise Jackknife even more than he may already have been in this matchup. And Jordan John Paul may have been looking for another heel hook, but Jackknife, I don't know if it was on instinct or if it was just the situational awareness to roll out to the floor to avoid that possible submission attempt. But Jordan sending him right back inside. And you know he's going to try and look for another submission. But right now he's electing to wear him down a little bit more. As now, here we go. Now you can see the power advantage here for Jordan John Paul with a big gut wrench suplex. And now, look at this. There's that submission he looked for in the first 30 seconds of the match. Look at how he's twisting him. Look at how his left arm is wrenched back. His right arm not in the position it should be. His neck cranked all the way back. This is a very painful submission hold. And Jackknife, I don't know how he got out of it, but he did so. And again, right to the arm. I don't know how much more Jackknife can take. Oh no. We saw this earlier as well. He's got a guillotine again. That's the second time he's got the guillotine locked in, and he has got him right nowhere near the ropes. Jackknife trying to get to the ropes. He can't do it. Darnell in perfect position to ask Jackknife if he wants to give it up. But Jackknife, you know that's not going to happen. You know he's going to use every bit of his strength, and he does, to get out of it. If Jackknife's still breathing, he's going to still fight. But Jordan John Paul is not going to let up. Another guillotine. And look at how he's wrenching back on the neck. Jackknife has been in almost every submission hold you can fathom in this match, but still he fights out of it. You have got to be impressed with Jackknife's resiliency and Jordan John Paul with his submission expertise. Again, another guillotine is locked in. And Jackknife again for the third time in about 45 seconds is in a guillotine choke, and this time he has to tap out. Jordan John Paul with a very impressive victory here tonight. My God, what a technical masterpiece we just witnessed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest as a result of submission, Jordan John Paul.
Jordan Sean Paul is going to be a problem for anyone that steps in the ring with him. That's for damn sure. All business indeed. But give it up to Jackknife. He had an impressive showing as well in this matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the Starlight Sweet 16 tournament is underway. You see the bracket starting to fill out. Sean Knight with a victory, TJ Blair with a victory, Orlando Silver and Twan Montana already confirmed for the second round. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we are going to determine another Sweet 16 tournament qualifier who's going to advance to the second round. As you see, Sheldon Trimble about to make his entrance here as he's going to go one-on-one here tonight with Harry Willits in a Sweet 16 tournament matchup. Who's advancing? We're about to find out.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is a Starlight Sweet 16 tournament matchup. Introducing first, representing Catch 22, Sheldon Trimble.
The last time we saw Sheldon Trimble here in Rush, he, let's just say he did not fare so well against Yamashita, but then again, it's Yamashita. I mean, good Lord. That, the mass of that man, words can't describe Yamashita to anyone. You just have to see him in person and understand what that man brings to the table. But Sheldon Trimble, to his credit, he ain't focused on that anymore. He's focused on this tournament. He's focused on winning, advancing, and moving on and showing why he is the prodigy that everyone in Catch 22, or at least in his mind, feels that he is. But his opponent tonight is not going to be a walk in the park by any stretch of the imagination.
And introducing his opponent, representing Trial by Flight, Harry Willits.
Harry Willits, I believe this is his first matchup here in Rush. I know somebody will probably correct me if I am wrong, but I don't believe so. But if it is, hey, look, you're in a Sweet 16 tournament match. The winner of this entire tournament that I'm pretty sure you know by now, but I will reiterate it for folks that are new. The winner of this Sweet 16 tournament will get a Starlight Championship match on the season premiere of Adrenaline for the Starlight Championship. No matter who walks out of Divinity as the Starlight Champion, we're going to find out who's going to be the #1 contender after this tournament is over. Club Rush getting set for this one. This is going to be good. Sheldon Trimble going right after him, but Harry with a big German suplex, and you know Sheldon's going to look for a bit of retribution after what happened on Super Rush, the last Super Rush last month. But it's more than that. It is more than that for these two men. It is about advancing to the next round. It is about getting an opportunity at the Starlight Championship. That is the most important thing to both of these men. It can be about redemption. It can be about making a statement. It can be about proving yourself. But at the end of the day, it is about showing why you deserve to be #1 contender, why you are the top of the heap when it comes to the Performance Center, and why you deserve a Starlight Championship match. And that is exactly what these two men are fighting for here tonight, as Harry has sent Sheldon into the corner. As now, look at this. Oh no, went for some stomps, but he gets his leg swept out instead. And now Sheldon with a nice modified camel clutch, and he's got it locked in pretty tight right now. As Harry takes his leg and sweeps him out. As now, look at this. Harry now with a submission of his own. Single leg crab locked in on Sheldon, but Sheldon sweeps his leg out. I think both of these men were looking at some Jordan John Paul in the last match and decided, hey, I want to do some of that too. I want to show that I'm technical too. But at the same time, I mean, I don't think these two men want to be as technical as that guy was, because good Lord, that man showed about 75 different ways to get into a submission in that matchup. But nonetheless, it is about these two men right now, as Sheldon Trimble is firmly in the driver's seat, working on Harry's arm. Oh, but there's a big knee right to the side of the head from Willits, and Willits now off the ropes, but oh, he tried to catch him. Sheldon tried to catch him, but he got caught with a DDT. 1, 2, no. And Harry can't believe it, but he cannot get frustrated in a match like this. This is a very important, very critical match for these two men right now. Big crossbody. Into the cover. 1, 2, 2 count. And Harry, very impressive so far in this early stages of this match. And now working on Sheldon's arm, which is smart when you think about it, because Sheldon wanted to work on Harry's arm. Harry says, you know what? I'm gonna do the same to you. See how you like it. Harry Willits, part of Trial by Flight. And now Sheldon's in trouble. Harry off the ropes as you see that Trial by Flight coming into play right there. Into a standing shooting star press. Very nice. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Of course, Trial by Flight has been going through a bit of a change. If you saw the last episode of Rush, go back and see it if you have not yet. But nonetheless, that training clearly on display by Harry Willits. But Sheldon, a member of Catch 22, is not going to let Harry run him over and get to the second round by any means. Into a cover. Oh, but Harry with the ring awareness, if I can speak after the hell of a night we've had, to get to the bottom rope. Easy for me to say. Ring. Anyway, Sheldon taking Harry and clearly trying to wear him down with the fish drop. Oh, what a big knee. And you can see the strategy now for Sheldon is firmly wearing him down, firmly wearing out Harry Willits. And excuse me, I misspoke a little bit. That change from Trial by Flight actually was you saw that on the 13th episode of Rush, not the last episode. That was 2 weeks ago that took place. But regardless, there was a good reason for it, and there's a good changing of the guard, at least temporarily, in that camp. And Harry Willits clearly has been trained well in that aspect. Again, not going to spoil what happened. I want you guys to go back and watch it. So it's a good piece of business all throughout that show. And oh, look at this. Harry saying, you want to kip up, I'll kip up too. And then give you a DDT and drop you on your damn head. You aren't going to show me up tonight. That's exactly what Harry is saying to Sheldon at the moment. It's now Willits is now on the tippy top rope. Look at this. What a Frankensteiner. Very nicely done by that, in that aspect. Cover, again, only a 2 count. As now look at this again, trying to, darn, now get the hell out of the way. Anyway, Harry with a nice single leg crab, and this time he's got it cinched in, and it's in the center of the ring, nowhere for Sheldon to go. He's just got to find a way out of it, and that's exactly what he does, sweeping the leg. As now, again, look at those technical, oh, never mind. He was going for some kind of pump handle maneuver, maybe a slam or a submission, but he gets caught. Harry gets caught with a schoolboy 2 count. It wasn't a schoolboy though, but it was a roll-up nonetheless. There's a schoolboy. Darnell, does he see the fingers under the ropes? No, he doesn't. The count's on anyway. And Harry now with a jackknife pin of his own. 2 count. Oh, and look at the strength of Sheldon, sending him into a backslide. Backslide 2, no. The winner of this match, oh wait. Hold that thought. Harry now with a Hurricane Rana pin. Darnell trying to get in position and check the shoulders, but that may have taken a little bit too much time. The winner of this match, as you saw in that bracket just a few moments ago before this match, will join Sean Knight, TJ Blair, Orlando Silver, and Twan Montana in the second round of this Starlight Sweet 16 tournament. Big right hand sends Harry to the floor. The only match confirmed so far for the second round is Orlando Silver versus Twan Montana. That is the only official match confirmed for the second round, but you know that Xander Starr and Diego Nojas will be watching this match very closely, because the winner of this match will face either one of them in the second round. Sean Knight is awaiting the winner of Yamashita and Brandon Mack, and TJ Blair is awaiting the winner of Kareem Hall and Will Spires in the second round. So there's a lot still on the line, and a lot of men still awaiting their ticket to be punched for the next round. So be ready, folks. There's still a lot going on here on Rush, and still a lot on the way, including Super Rush, which will be, the card will be run down for that immediately following this match with Nathan Scott. But Harry Willis catching that crossbody and slamming him down to the mat, slamming Sheldon down, and the nice moonsault. Cover now. 2 count, and no, and Harry can't believe it. He thought he had him right there, but it's going to take a little bit more with the stakes as high as they are right now. It's going to take a lot more than a moonsault and a scoop slam. And I think Harry's finally starting to realize that. Oh, now he gets caught, and he gets slammed by Sheldon. A little bit of turnabout being fair play right there. As now Sheldon has got him by the arm. Is going to slam that arm down and now try to wrench on it. Again, this back and forth between these two, but that's exactly what this tournament is all about. That's what this tournament means to everyone in it. All these men want an opportunity to go to the next round and show why they are the top of the heap on Rush. That's exactly what this is about. Not just that, though. It is also about getting an opportunity at the Starlight Championship. What a nice drop kick. And a second one. And now this ducking the... Oh, and again, another catch off the crossbody. And this time, instead of a slam, it's a backbreaker by Harry. And now look at this. Stomp puller. We got a stomp puller right now. And Sheldon is in deep, deep trouble. He's got to find a way out of this, and he does, rolling him out. But that stomp puller was on tight. Oh! Sheldon catching Harry with that punch, and I don't think Harry appreciated that too much, as now he's giving him the business. Now wrenching on the arm. What is Harry going for here? Look at this nice arm drag. And that has sent Sheldon all the way to the apron. And I don't think Harry's done yet. He's got him hooked in. Big draping DDT. Spiking him into the mat. Cover here. 2 count, no. And Harry again cannot believe that Sheldon is still alive in this matchup. But you gotta think, with Club Rush rocking and rolling right now for both of these men, you know they're disappointed because only one can advance. And you gotta believe you'd want both of these men. Both of these men would be excellent candidates for the second round, but only one can do it. That's the thing. Only one man can advance. Is now, look at this. What is Sheldon thinking here? Sheldon with a run up. Jesus! That vertical leap into a vertical suplex. Nice. And even Club Rush enjoyed that one, but it did not get a 3 count. Both of these men showing it all here tonight. But again, I keep emphasizing this. That's what you got to do. Is now Sheldon looking for the diving headbutt, but Harry swats him out of midair and gives him a lariat for his efforts. And now Harry's the one looking for an advantage. Nice forearm and another one. Duck the clothesline and gives him a Pele. And Harry Willits is on fire right now. And that's what he's got to do if he's going to advance in the next round. To the next round, I should say. Sheldon getting that elbow up. Went for the shot to the midsection. Kick blocked by Sheldon. And both of these men, again, going back and forth, not wasting time. Oh, what a kick right to the knee. Did you see the elevation on that kick? Kicked his leg out of his leg, and now, Harry getting a nice run up. And went for a punt kick, but gets a right hand. Sheldon, that would have been it, but that headbutt might be. That was right to the jaw of Harry Willits out of nowhere. 2 count. And look at that. Harry had the ropes, but the ref didn't see it. The ref did not see it.
The winner of this contest and advancing in the Starlight Sweet 16 tournament.
There's going to be some controversy about that one, but nonetheless, Sheldon Trimble does advance to the next round. What a matchup, but ladies and gentlemen, we're going to send it over to Nathan Scott to talk to you about Super Rush.
Well, thank you, D-Wall, and I hope everyone enjoyed the program here tonight. Definitely a controversial finish to our main event here, but Sheldon Trimble will be advancing in the Starlight Sweet 16 tournament. We'll have to see what unfolds with that as things progress. But ladies and gentlemen, next Sunday, February 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be Super Rush 3 as we're going to see Johnny D take on Yamashita. Can the Raging Demon from Youngstown conquer the man known as Yamashita? And also Kareem Hall and Will Spires one-on-one and another round 1 Starlight Sweet 16 tournament matchup. But that's not the only tournament match we're going to see as Diego Noxus takes on Sander Starr. Who's going to advance in the tournament? We'll find out. Also, the wife of Cayman Blanco Jr., Dulce Picante, will make her debut against Phantasma Violetta. And in our main event, it's going to be Scar Hendricks taking on the SWW Women's Champion Bad Amy in a no disqualifications match. And the main event of Super Rush 3 coming at you live February 18th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you there.